What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another video on this channel where Ryan talks about whatever he wants. Today's video is going to be a fun one. These are the top 10 Muse songs. Wait, hold on one second. There we go. So anyway, Muse is one of my favorite bands of all time. They're a British band that features the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Bellamy on guitar, piano, and vocals. And it features Dom Howard on drums and then Chris Wolstenholme on bass. It's a trio band, and they are one of the best bands in music today. Absolutely. They're killer. They have so many unique songs, so many great albums, and their live shows are some of the best. And I'm so excited to experience my first Muse live show in less than a month on March 9th in Oakland. And to celebrate that, I decided let's bring out my top 10 Muse songs. Now, this list is always changing. I'm always finding new Muse songs that I haven't heard in a while that I'm like, oh yeah, this is so good. There's been changes up to the last minute for this list. So don't take the rankings too seriously until we kind of get to the top 5 or 7 or so, where it really gets to be the absolute best, the ones that aren't going to change that much. Some honorable mentions, some big name songs just missed the cut, like Stockholm Syndrome, Knights of Sidonia. They just missed the cut. Also, Sunburn's a good one. Take a Bow was really close. Sing for Absolution, Bliss. Those are just a few that come to the top of my head. Map of the Problematic, that was really close. Invincible is a good one. Reapers, Dead Inside, Big Freeze. Those are some awesome Muse songs that just missed the cut for me personally. All tremendous songs, all 10 out of 10 songs. Oh, Dark Side, that's another one. But they just barely missed the cut for me. But today we'll be counting down my top 10 Muse songs. So let's get started with number 10. I'm not gonna lie, this is one that I kind of forgot about. Origin of Symmetry is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's kind of generic to say that's your favorite Muse album, but flat out it is, because there's just so many good songs on there, some incredible ones. And I love a lot of the Muse albums. I love a lot of the new stuff, but at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be hard for not just Muse, but for any band for me to top Origin of Symmetry, because that album's so perfect. And you'll see throughout this list, you might see some more appearances of Origin of Symmetry, and for good reason. And outside the list, a lot of the honorable mentions are just Origin of Symmetry songs. But talking about Megalomania, what a perfect way to close off such an awesome album. It has one of the best endings, as I showed you a little clip of it live. I'm a huge fan of that organ. It's really awesome how they used it in this song. I'm a huge fan of the build-up as well. The chorus is one of the best in Muse history. I love the lyrics, and I just love everything about this song. I think it's absolutely an epic closure to such an epic and outstanding album. And it's one that I feel does get forgotten about a lot, because there are bigger hits, bigger name songs off that album, but I think it truly is one of the best, and it's up there with the greats, like the ones that you'll see later on this list, and the ones that just missed the cut. But yeah, absolutely a fantastic song, definitely worthy of the number 10 spot. We have a lot of Muse fans who like to talk about old Muse, and when I hear old Muse, this is the first song I think of, because this is old Muse in their purest, rawest forms. Not only is this one of Muse's oldest songs, dating back to one of their original sessions as a band, but this song, it just represents everything that we love about the old Muse. It's so raw, it's so powerful, you feel the emotion. It has that infectious bass line. It has an amazing vocal performance. I really like the story behind the name, the fact that Muse is surrounded by muscle and museum in the dictionary. I really like that touch. However, the highlight for me of this song definitely has to be the solo at the end. It sounds like a guitar solo, and it was originally meant to be a long, epic, drawn-out guitar solo, but instead Matt decided to sing into a guitar amp and perform a vocal solo that sounds like a guitar solo. Not only is it amazing as in a guitar solo, but then when you realize that it's actually a vocal solo, it blows your mind. It's absolutely a fantastic way to end off one of the most fantastic songs Muse has ever created. It's a complete and utter classic. It's one that I've revisited so many times that I listen to almost daily now. It's a song I love when it comes on in my music playlist. It's a song that I love hearing when I pop in my Showbiz CD. This song is an iconic song, and it's one that represents Muse so well. This track will live on forever as one of Muse's absolute best.
They'll say no one can see us.
Alright, so coming up next we have the acoustic version of Void. Now, the original Void, don't get me wrong, is a great song. It's one of the best songs off of Simulation Theory. I really do love the synth effects. I really love the whole thing. But the acoustic Void is just really special. it gives you chills from the moment it starts. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the best track Muse has released on this album for sure this past year. It's just actually incredible. It gives you chills. It gives you those full body chills that few songs are capable of doing with me nowadays, but it really does, and every listen is just beautiful. You don't do anything. You're just silent. When you listen to the song, you can't multitask. You just have to take it all in, and it just builds up to that beautiful Takes a Leap of Faith section of the song, which is just, oh, it's amazing. This whole thing, as someone that plays piano, I love those haunting little piano lines. It's definitely a really beautiful song. Dynamically, it's amazing. I love that low note he hits. That's one of the lowest notes I think Matt has hit in a song, if not the lowest. It's really just dark and beautiful. It's two words that I describe this whole song. It feels like the fourth part of Exogenesis Symphony. That's really what it feels like. It's absolutely a beautiful song. And by the way, I'm not counting Exogenesis Symphony for this list. I didn't think it would be right. That's something totally different, although that's one of their greatest accomplishments was creating a symphony like that. But I'm not going to count that on this list. But this sort of feels like the fourth part of Exogenesis Symphony, and that's why it's coming in at number 8. This was actually my number 1 for a short period of time, before I started listening to more of the classics again and realizing it's not quite there, but it's definitely one of, if not the very most beautiful song. Here's a quick question for those of you watching. What song got you guys into Muse? Leave a comment down below, first of all. It's probably going to be a lot of Uprising, Hysteria, maybe Stockholm Syndrome, Nights of Sidonia, Madness thrown in there, maybe Reapers. For me personally, it was Space Dementia. See, my friend Paul really wanted to get me into Muse, and he kept showing me some of the bigger name songs, and they just weren't clicking with me. However, one day I decided to watch Mojo list of the best Muse songs, and one of the top comments was Space Dementia is their true greatest creation, but of course it wouldn't make a list like this. I was curious to what this Space Dementia was. I clicked on it and I listened, and my jaw dropped. I was immediately hooked, and from there I decided to become a huge Muse fan. I was so blown away by just how amazing this song was. The vocals were incredible. I absolutely love the piano as someone who plays piano myself. I love how it takes some elements of classical pieces, throws in some Muse twists in there. The ending is absolutely incredible. The ending is masterful. It is truly incredible. Like, I drive around a lot to Origin of Symmetry, and when I hear that ending, I sometimes just feel the need to pull over and just listen and experience it in full. I just love this song. The lyrics are kind of cheesy, but they're also, the delivery of the lyrics is incredible. Like, I love the way he says, "You make me sick." It's absolutely perfect. This is a song that I always want to hear live as well. I think this is just a great track overall. I think it's really beautiful. I think it's really complex. I think it's really just a combination of everything that's made Muse one of the best bands of this generation, and I love Space Dementia so much. Drones is definitely a really interesting album. There's some of Muse's absolute best work, such as Reapers, Dead Inside of this song, and then there's also Psycho and Revolt. But no, I think The Handler is one of Muse's best tracks they've ever done. I think this is absolutely classic Muse. I think it's absolutely a beautiful, incredible song. I love this song so much. I really like the lyrics, first of all. This is one of the few Muse songs where I really do love the lyrics. I love the story that it's trying to tell. I love the raw emotion of this song. And this song is just pure insanity. I love how heavy it is. It's one of Muse's heaviest songs ever. The drumming's awesome. I love the riff. I love the bass in this song. The chorus is one of the best. It's got that amazing Muse vocal performance by Matt Bellamy. This song also has an amazing solo, which he plays one-handed. The solo is really awesome, really epic. It's just a great way to culminate such a fantastic song. Every time I hear this song, my jaw drops at how just impressive it is, how large scale it is, how beautiful it is, how it's so intense yet so raw. It has that rawness and that emotion of the early days of Muse, and it feels like a callback actually to a song that I'll talk about later on this list, which is kind of the OG version of this song. This song feels like a newer, more modernized version. I just love how heavy this song is. It's like a heavy metal Muse track, which I really like, and it's just really epic from start to finish, and that's why The Handler is definitely among Muse's best songs. Why do people listen to music? It's a good question, and one of the reasons is because it conveys emotion. It makes you feel a certain way. If you're sad, you can listen to the songs that make you happy. That'll cheer you up. If you're happy, you can listen to the songs that can keep you happy. If you're ready to conquer the world, you can listen to those songs that are epic. If you're just broken up, you can listen to breakup songs, whatever. That is part of the reason why I like Gloria so much, because no matter what mood I'm in, this song lifts me up. And this song has a special place in my heart. This song is one of those songs that's one of the all-time songs, tracks, whatever, that mean a lot to me personally. Every time I'm not in a good place, I listen to this and it brings me up. I feel like I can conquer the world every time we get to that chorus there. It is so beautiful. It's so unique compared to Muse songs. And it reminds me of my good friend Paul, who got me into Muse. This song just has such a special place in my heart. And it's just a really good song. It has really good lyrics for Muse, especially by their standards, because they're not always known to be the best lyricists. It has really awesome lyrics. It's really epic. The chorus is one of the best choruses in modern music, in my opinion. I just believe this is such an underrated track. I wish it made the album over the place of a lot of songs that I'm not the biggest fan of, such as Soldier's Poem. And I'm not the biggest Supermassive Black Hole fan, but I understand that's one of their biggest tracks ever, so obviously that would make it. But if this made it in the place of either of those two, Black Holes would be a serious contender for my favorite album by Muse. So many of the honorable mentions on this list are made up of Black Holes songs such as Map of the Problematic, Invincible, and Take a Bow, and City of Delusion, which are all incredible top-tier songs. But this one in particular, it's beautiful, it's top-tier, and it has a lot of sentimental value for me, so that's why it makes the top 5. And just one more thing, because I'm going to see Muse in Oakland, and because this song has meant so much to me, and it's gotten me through so many hard times, along with my friend Paul, who this is his favorite song, we are starting a petition to try to get this played in Oakland for that one night, for us to get to experience a song that's meant so much to us, as long as some of our friends who are going as well who want to hear that. So we started this petition, we've gotten a lot of support, and it would mean a lot if you guys could support this petition, so the link is going to be in the description. Anyway, let's move on to the next song. If you ask any Muse fan that's hardcore what the best Muse song is, I'm sure the highest percentage of them would vote for this song, because this is a true masterpiece. I believe that Muse put on a masterclass with this one. This is one of the greatest songs of all time, in my opinion. Citizen Erased is absolutely flawless. It's a phenomenal track. I wish they played it more live. This is a thing of beauty. This 7-minute long gorgeous song is just jaw-droppingly beautiful, starting with the epic introduction, two of the best choruses ever in my opinion, and then you have that other chorus, the slowed down version, which is beautiful, and it all concludes with such a beautiful, emotional, raw ending. Slow, sad, powerful. The whole thing is sort of a combination of 3 different awesome songs. Oh, did I forget the awesome guitar solo as well? One of my personal favorite solos in any Muse song can be found near the very middle of this song, in that epic guitar solo, which leads us into that second powerful chorus. Citizen Erased is just a true masterpiece of a song. However, there are 3 Muse songs that I personally prefer very slightly to this one. Absolute classic. Showbiz finishes off with some of the best 45 seconds in all of music. Truly a heart-pumping song. This is like the original Handler, except way better. It starts off really slow and subtle and calm, and it just goes into this awesome chorus that's booming, and then you go into that epic guitar solo near the end. That solo is incredible, and it finishes off with Matt Bellamy hitting his highest recorded note on any of the studio albums, just completely destroying our ears with beauty. And it's just such a graceful yet raw and powerful emotional song. It's hard to not get emotional during this song. It's so relatable to us all. It's got the relatable lyrics, it's got that awesome structure, it's got the epic chorus, and it finishes off with some of the best seconds in all of music. What's there not to love about Showbiz? This is an absolute heart-pumping, incredible song, and it's absolutely one that if you haven't heard, to check out. It's not for everyone, but it's absolutely one of their best tracks.
Ruled by Secrecy at number 2. This one's actually kind of hard to explain why I like it. It's one of those ones you have to listen to. All I'm going to say is that it's absolutely haunting. It's absolutely chilling. It's absolutely beautiful. If you haven't heard it, just lock yourself in a dark room, listen to it full blast with a good set of headphones. Better than these. These are cheap ones. Get a good set of headphones, lock yourself in your room, just listen to it, stare at the wall, stare at the ceiling, whatever. Make sure the room is dark. And just experience it. Don't do anything. Don't check your phone. Don't multitask. Don't work on anything else. Just experience Ruled by Secrecy. And just love it. And just feel the chills. And just feel everything that makes this one of the best songs in the modern era. And you will realize why we love this song as Muse fans so much. And number 1 is a song some of you guys might not have even heard of. This is Hypochondriac Music. A lot of people might know Hyper Music, the awesome, crazy track off of Origin of Symmetry. But Hypochondriac Music took that song and turned it into an acoustic, emotional, slow piece that really seeps in emotion. It's absolutely gorgeous from start to finish. It's actually jaw-droppingly beautiful. I had chills the first time I heard it. Whenever I listen to it, similar to Ruled by Secrecy, I cannot do anything else. I just have to sit there and listen to it and experience it. An amazing guitar solo, some absolutely incredible synths. If you're a fan of Radiohead, this gives off real Radiohead vibes. Some of Matt Bellamy's most underrated vocals. They turned an awesome, 9 out of 10 really good Muse song into Muse's best song, at least in my opinion. At least my favorite. I know Citizen Erased is truly incredible, and there might be some that seem to be objectively better, but to me, this song does it to me more than any other song. It does it for me, I guess I should say. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm kind of at a loss for words thinking about how great this song is. One of my favorite songs of all time. Check it out if you haven't already. Hypochondriac Music. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. Let me know what your thoughts are below, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye everybody.